Yeah. Down. Wow. Hello, everyone. Hi. Hmm. He's a scamp. Hi. What are you doing today? Hi. No. No. What are you doing? Where are you going to be next? Hi. We, first of all, let me apologize to Sonny and Al. They came down to, they were at Birdland last Saturday, and I had, I was talking to them for a little bit, and I would just like to sit and talk to them, but all these people all of a sudden came up with all kinds of plots and plans and needed to do things, and the owner needed to talk to me and stuff, and I didn't have a chance. So, Sonny and Al, I'm sorry that my attention was divided last Saturday evening at Boydland. But, that's, you know how it goes. You know how it goes. Anyway, it's great to see you all here. It was great to see you that night. And we had a ball with John, just me, John and I on the stage, and we had a great time. And I was going to record it, and I got there, and I didn't have the intestinal. I was trying to think about it. We were going to do this thing, and trying to make it work, and trying to plan it. So in my head, I had a nice schedule for it, and I didn't have the time to set up recording. And it takes 15 minutes of figuring stuff out, and I just didn't have it. So I recorded nothing. Let the performance go out into the universe and float around. Now, performance like that, I guess there technically must be a way to go out and find it again, but I'm not going to do it. I'm talking about physics and going faster than the speed of light and catching up to the time. No, it's gone. It's gone. However, the next day, and John was brilliant. We had a great time, and we had a good time. The audience loved it. And Mary Jane, well, I wanted to spend more time with you just because these people come in from the island. Would you like to comment in the one before I okay. Dust must have gotten in your eye even when you placed the comma before the one instead of after. When did I do that? Where is that? I'm sure I did it. I have no question. I have no question. If you see it, I have no doubt that I did it. And it was a very successful evening. It was very nice. And we loved it. Tomorrow, Miss Ono leaves for Japan, and she'll be gone till September 1st or 2nd. So I want to wish her of safe travels, and may she have a prosperous time over there and get a lot done. May she have a bunch of gigs. Excuse me, am I right? What's going on with my left eyebrow? It looks like it's curving down like John L. Lewis. Remember John L. Lewis was the biggest, bushiest eyebrows in the world? The date slug under the picture. I see it. Okay, maybe I'm seeing something else. Monday, August 1, 2022. You place the comma before the one instead of, I don't see it. I don't see it on this page here that we're looking at now. It's right. So it must be some other mysterious place that I don't know about. And believe me, I don't know about a lot. I know a little bit about a lot of things, but I don't know anything about much else. I know a lot of things about little things, but a lot of things I don't know much about. Peggy Lee wrote that. That's not really her best lyric. I know a little bit about a lot of things, but I don't know much about a lot of other stuff. So what are you gonna do? You just got to see it through, but I don't know enough about you. I think that's how it went. Maybe not. Under the picture. Not in the picture. Will you see? Oh, I'm going to go over to. I've got to see in my software. I don't see what's on the screen. So I'm now going to go over to. I'm going to go over and tune in the show, just to see what you're talking about. YouTube.com. Okay. Let's get rid of this and let's go here. And let's look at this and see what it says. Oh, I see it now. Audust. Can I change that? What if I can change that? Maybe I can change that right now. Let me see if I can go back into my software and change that without screwing anything up. I don't think so. I don't think I can. So Audust. I made a mistake, but I thought I corrected it. I remember listening it and thought I corrected it. But it's good. Audust 1. 2022. What's wrong with that? I know a little bit about a lot of things, but I don't know enough about Audust 1, 2022. 22. So listen. I got the sound working. So give me not in the picture. Yeah, I got it, Bill. I got it now. Let's see. I don't have the date in my software anymore. It was in what they call the preparations for the managing the video. And looks like Audust 1. Audust 1, 2022. Audust. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. August. And then yesterday, was it yesterday? Yes. My wife and I, my mia esposa, Donna and I drove up to Newport. And we actually stayed in Kingston, which is about 14 miles from Newport, actually. In a little screwy motel, well, Holiday Inn, but it was just crazy. Like, the engineer didn't really know what he was doing when he made this one. He made a lot of very silly mistakes. And we stayed there, but the bed was beautiful, the air conditioning worked, that's all things. And then I went into town, and we played the festival. And it was really quite something. I videoed, again, I didn't video it carefully, I didn't get a great soundtrack on it, but you don't need a great soundtrack with that much noise. And I play in the band with all these wonderful players, Lewis Nash and Christian Sand, and a Japanese young lady named Mirami, who was Mirami. She played the piano like I'd never heard in my life, as if it were an Olympic event. And she's a brilliant player. Then I thought, oh my heavens, I can't really play the group. Then she sat down and played a song with us, and she was brilliant. She was wonderful with it, just as appropriate as she could be. It was, amazing. And Cyril. Oh, I can't think of her name. The great young singer, Cyril. Cyril, you know, probably know who she is. And Leonhart Cohen, and Randy Brecker, and John Faddis, and Lou Tabakan, and Trombone Shorty. Trombone Shorty, who played trumpet at first, I think that's what. He was great. And towards the end, on the finality, on the finality number, where it was the end of it, is there a clip of you, me, and Christian at Newport? Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that, Christian? Clip? Bill, tell me where it is. I want to get it. I made one from the backstage, just a crappy little backstage video. Boy, I'd love to find that one. Newport. Let me see. Let me take a look. I'll screw things up if I do that, if I look too much. Maybe you'll tell me where it is. Because I'd like to see it from the front. Because here it is from the back. I think here it is from the back. Somehow it won't come up. That is supposed to be. Let's try this again. Let's see if I can get it first. No, it's not going to happen. Oh, wait a minute. Media source? No, it's supposed to be playing. Didn't play. All right. I don't have no idea. I'm going to put it. I'm going to go get it again. Excuse me. I'm going to get it and bring it right up here. And bring it, because I want you to see this. It's my camera from backstage. It was fun. Newport Jazz 73122 Arco Duet. Let's see if this will work. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to turn up the audio. It was all echoey, wasn't it? It was a mess. It was a real. I made a little. He turns down the video and turns up the audio, and you can hear him. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I didn't know it sounded as good as it did. I'm pleased with the way it came out. Let's put it that way. I thought it was a mess when I did it, but it turned out not to be. Yes, exactly. It was. I call it a bass duo duel. It, it was when Christian bows, he turns and faces you, and it's like a thrasher coming at you. Or I had another vision of a propeller walking into a spinning propeller of an airplane. But what? He's just a brilliant bass player. Just a brilliant bass player. Wonderful guy. And it came out much better than I thought. I didn't tune my amp up as loud as his because I don't like to do that. It reminds me of sessions that I heard about. Maybe Bill, maybe you attended one of these. Let me check. Oops. That's just my. Yeah. That's our air purifier. And it's back in business. It says the air's not pure enough for that. There you go. And stay there. Somebody told me about the sessions that they used to have over to Embers with Ray Brown and Oscar Pettiford. Now, would I have loved to have heard that? Jeez. Just to hear what those guys could do, facing off with each other. That strikes me as being kind of incredible. Let me put the text right in the middle of my T-shirt. It needs to be right in the middle of my T-shirt. No, we're not doing that. No. Oh, God. You know, for some reason I don't seem to have a good handle on this tonight. Oh, there it is again. Oi, I think that's for an oi. Something screwed up with the software, or I hit some little intricate little button. Some cute little button that hides off in the corner. A little button you touch and it says, "This is to screw everything up. Would you like to screw everything up?" Yes. Boom. And you're flying around with your little mouse cursor, cursing, and you accidentally touch it because you have a magic mouse, and the magic mouse has a side over here it's like a spinning wheel. It goes around. You can get anything from it. You just touch it and watch what happens. If you get on the left side, you can go where you want. But on the right side, that's the way you get the treasure chest of new ideas. No videos from Birdland. However, Mary Jane, just lost my left eardrum. Is volume between your mic and the. Okay, what's louder? Let me see. Ba, ba, ba. I guess the video is louder, huh? I'm not going to play it again. I didn't even check that. And the video is wrong. I get sued again for eardrums. This is not a good show to watch to listen to on headsets. I mean, it all comes out equal to me, but apparently what I'm hearing is not what's going out. Now, that's what I should listen to. I wonder how I do that. I wonder what the difference is. I wonder what the difference is here. Let me see. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. What is this? Ba-ba-ba. I wonder. I just hit a little switch and the background noise went away. A little switch I never knew existed. I put it on. Let me just see. Sorry, I have to. It was right there. Now, why does that little switch take all that hiss away? Hiss away. Bob hiss away. That's very interesting. Hey, this doesn't affect it at all. That's really, who the hell knew that? Did it take it out for you? Tell me, does this work for you too? Is this good for you? Was it, what is that called? That's probably I don't know. But it just took all the hiss out of my earphones. Spinning wheel. Can you hear this? Does it sound clean as hell? No hissing in the background, even though this, I'm hearing all kinds of, when I take it off, I hear all kinds of stuff. But when I put it on, it's real nice. No hiss here. No hiss either way. I'm just getting it myself. Anyway, that's the story. Oh, the big story is that on Saturday night, John had a tie on. And I looked at it, and it was a picture. I knew right away what it was. It was a picture of me and a bass. And I said, what? What? Beautifully painted. Mary Jane had painted the picture on a black tie. I think it was black. Bass in the background, me in the foreground. And we showed it to the audience. We talked about it. And I told them how proud I was to be on a tie. I'm on a tie. We don't miss the hiss. Thank you, Al. Thank you, Sonny. No hiss at all. Da da da. Dee doo dee doo dee dee doo dee. No good name for a song. No hiss at all. But I don't hear any hiss. But you're not hearing any. You're not hearing hiss here. I'm hearing a lot of background noise. You don't hear that? I don't know where it's coming from. But if I just took this little switch, it all goes away. That's an interesting phenomenon. Wait a minute. I have to turn the light off over here. There's messages coming in on my phone. Perhaps it's from, perhaps it's important. Somebody's sending me messages for gigs that I'm not on. At least I hope I'm not on them, because I'm not on them. Space has gotten low. Excuse me. Which one's too loud, I wonder? I'll tell you, I walk away from this for a weekend, and I come back, and there's all kinds of instant things that I've forgotten. Little nuances. Yes, I have some nuances. Do that, do that, do 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 that, do 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 da do bum bum be boo be do boo boo be boo be do boo boo be boo be do 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 da do ba ba ba. that's how I practice, as you can see. I practice by just listening to the harmonic things I hear and then figuring out how to play them. And this wasn't easy. Pretty when you play with harmonics, it's so beautiful. Must not really be in tune. That's interesting. The different texture of the sound when you play it with when you press down the strings like this. And then when you use the harmonics. Ring like bells. The harmonics ring like bells, and when you put your finger on the notes, they slug out like bass notes. What's on my stand? What song is on my stand? Oh my God. This is on my stand. Let's turn this off. As nice as it looks, as artistic as it is in a certain way. At first I knew what I was doing, then I found out I was wrong. In spite of what I thought was right, the world has shown me otherwise. So I wrote this little song. For you see, I always thought the word was nuclear, as in nuclear power, nuclear generation. But now I find the word is really nuclear. Yes, nuclear is the proper pronunciation. Yes, it's nuclear, nuclear, N-U-K say it. You'll quickly come to love it. Nuclear, nuclear, N-U-K-U-L-A-R. Show the world we're stupid and proud of it. Nuclear has two U sounds that roll right off the tongue. Nuclear is macho with life. Nuclear has two U sounds that roll right off the tongue. Nuclear, it's macho, it's athletic. While nuclear is feminine, it's weak, far too gentle. Nuclear is passive, it's pathetic. Nuclear is hard to say, it sounds suspiciously like French. Just too meek and humble. While nuclear is powerful, it has a certain je ne sais quoi that makes it rough and ready to rumble. Yes, it's nuclear, nuclear, N-U-K-U-L-A-R. Say it, and you'll nuclear, nuclear. What? Yeah, I'm sorry, I haven't played this song in a while. Yes, it's nuclear, nuclear, and while it may seem peculiar, now I say it with no fear. Though how the pronunciation went from nuclear to from nuclear to nuclear, still remains uncular. I kind of like it like this. Okay, perhaps I'm being nasty, being ugly, only getting uglier. But with the dumbing down of America today, I feel the urge to go right for the jugular. Yes, it's nuclear, nuclear, that's the way. Oh, yes, it's nuclear, nuclear, that's the way you say it. Any other way is just too taxing. Nuclear, nuclear rolls right off the tongue. With nuclear, the uvulas relaxing. Yes, it's nuclear, nuclear, N-U-K-L-A-R. Say it and you'll quickly come to love it. It's nuclear, nuclear, N-U-K-U-L-A-R. Show the world we're stupid. I mean, really, really stupid. Show the world we're stupid and proud of it. First I thought I knew what I was doing. I like it more. I used to play it. At first I thought I knew what I was doing. Then I found out I was wrong. In spite of what I thought the world was in spite of what I thought was right, the world has shown me otherwise. And so I wrote this little song. For you see, I always thought the word was nuclear, as in nuclear power, nuclear generation. But now I find the word is really nuclear. That's the proper pronunciation. Yes, it's nuclear, nuclear, N-U-K-U-L-A-R. Say it and you'll quickly come to love it. Yes, it's nuclear, nuclear, show the world we're stupid. Nuclear, nuclear, and nuclear, nuclear, N-U-K-U-L-A-R. Show the world we're stupid and proud of it. I might as well make it something I enjoy playing. At first I thought I knew what I was doing. Then I found out I was wrong. In spite of what I thought was right, the world has shown me otherwise. So I had to write this little song. For you see, I always thought the word was nuclear, as in nuclear power, nuclear generation. But now I find this word is really nuclear. Nuclear. Nuclear is the proper pronunciation. Yes, it's nuclear, nuclear, N-U-K-U-L-A-R. Say it. You'll quickly come to love it. Nuclear, nuclear, N-U-K-U-L-A-R. Show the world we're stupid and K-U-L. Show the world we're stupid and proud of it. You know, it's a dumb song, but I like it. I like it very much because people sometimes, it's sometimes very funny because people, see, clear up myself, clear up my stuff here before I sit down. Turn the microphone in so it faces the east. Check, check, 1, 2. Forgot what I was going to say. I totally forgot what I was going to say. Something about nuclear. Oh yeah, well I was just commenting on how I was thinking how it was nuclear. How I was thinking about this is the way of saying nuclear. This nuclear, and it's almost like a protest. I'm not going to say nuclear. It's just too French. And then I heard the top of it all. I heard a newscaster, a voiceover artist, talking about something nuclear, and he wasn't making. It was not a funny piece because there's not a lot funny about nuclear. But he kept going back and forth. He was saying nuclear and nuclear. He said, and the nuclear powers have come to a conclusion that nuclear bombs should never be used. And he kept throwing it back and forth and back and forth. John Weber has joined us. Hello, John. Mary Jane, we've been talking about the gig. We've been talking about the gig all night. And he kept going back and forth between nuclear and nuclear. And no one caught it ever. I don't think anybody ever caught it. If they did, they had a lot of fun with it, and they put it. Let me just see if I can switch this, or does it have to go back? No, it wants to go right back to. Oh, you see what I did? I accidentally put the Christian McBride into another place, and that's what was causing the problem. I had put nuclear Christian McBride into 2 windows, as it were, mistakenly one, but that's the way it is. Anyway, I enjoyed painting the type of the giant, the John of you. Yes, well, it was beautiful. It was. I hope you'll send us the John. Maybe you can send me a picture of it so I can show it. I mean, it's one thing to be on a New York Times crossword. It's another thing to be on a Mary Jane Harper work of art. I mean, that's a fabulous thing. And John owns it. John was telling me a story as we were walking back to my car. He was telling me a story when he first came to town. He had some jeans made. Somebody made some jeans for him. And the guy said, no, and he made colors, and he had 4 pairs of amazingly colored jeans. And I don't know who the artist was, but John knew who the artist was. And his paintings are now selling for millions of dollars. And John had 4 pairs of jeans that he outgrew and gave away because he didn't know who this guy was. I still haven't heard of him. And we're looking for those jeans, 4 pairs of blue jeans, tie-dyed with all kinds of colors on them. Right out of the 60s, except this was in early 2000, I believe. Didn't we get a photo together, John? Axed. Thank you. Axed. Right. Nuclear, axed. And then I like what did you hear when I said, instead of peculiar, I said my favorite line in the song, the one that always gets a laugh, is it says nuclear, nuclear, and while it may seem peculiar, now I say it with no fear. Though how the pronunciation went from nuclear to nuclear is still uncular. I thought that was, and then with nuclear, the uvula is relaxing. Nuclear rolls right off the tongue. With nuclear, the uvula is relaxing. When you say nuclear, you've got to use the back of your mouth. Nuclear, and that little thing that hangs down being the uvula. With nuclear, the uvula is relaxing. You don't have to use the uvula to say nuclear, but to say nuclear, you've got to go back into the back of your mouth a bit. And I have a feeling that's what next gig together we take a pic. I will. I think somebody did take one. John, didn't someone take a picture of us together with your tie? I wonder who that person was. Anyway, it was a great gig, very successful. John was terrific. I did, and the sound at Birdland was wonderful. Bass and piano sounds just strong and beautiful. Anyway, that's the story. It's the clock has reached whatever it's reached, and I'm going to go and have my dinner, and we'll go into the records here, which is amazingly messed up. I was trying to play Errol Garner and ended up playing Bucky and John. Anyway, here's another one. Here's another beauty. It says, cancel, doesn't want to find it. Oh, it is playing. Yes, it is. It is playing. night, y'all. Good night, good night, good night. Not this instant, but soon.